medical students almost consistently see and experience a decline in their empathic skills and empathic reasoning over the course of medical school. And the real issue seems to be that third year of medical school. Just when they leave the classroom, step into that wonderful clinical world, they're finally seeing patients, and what happens? They lose a lot of what drove them into medicine in the first place. And so what is it in that third year of medical school? Well, there are a variety of things. One is the sheer, just unsettling nature. I mean, they've spent 2 years in the safety of classrooms, much like their college experience. Everything's on a schedule and goes by the book, and then it goes from 9 to 10, this class, the exam is on April 11th. And then you get into the medical world, into the clinical world in which nothing goes by the book, nothing's on schedule. People have fevers at this time, they have emergencies, complications, drug interactions, there are lawsuits happening. Plus, they're mostly useless. I mean, medical students are greenhorns supreme. They have no skills, and they're smart enough to be aware of that. Everyone around them is doing practical stuff, saving lives, getting things done, and they're just a fifth wheel. They're there just to learn, and that kind of self-centered setup makes them feel useless. So with all of that, they feel so out of place and so disoriented. And then after 4 weeks, we pack them up and ship them off to the next rotation. A different hospital, different nurses, a new team, new patients, a new medical record system to figure out. So it's no wonder they spend the whole year in a daze. But then they start to see that many of the things that they thought were the highest pillars of medicine in terms of empathy, communication, hearing the patient's story, things they heard about in the mission statement of their medical school, they wrote about in their application essay, was taught to them in their classes. A lot of that is dispensed with in the actualities of patient care. So they witness efficiency and expediency starting to take over for a lot of what they thought would be the time to connect with patients. So many of them come away thinking, that didn't really matter so much, and they see people berating their inferiors, see people being shamed and humiliated, patients, underlings, nurses, and so they come away with being affected by what's called a hidden curriculum that really shows us how medicine behaves.